Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Schlotthauer. I need to make myself a little louder. There we go. Good afternoon. I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday. Yes, it's not on the tropics. Instead, we're dealing with potentially a derecho type event this afternoon into the evening hours across Kansas. There is a moderate risk of severe weather. Again, this is not the first time we've had a moderate risk. This is the dozen time. I cannot even think of how many moderate risks we have had so far this year. We've had a lot. And today is one of those risks that we have ongoing in Kansas, where we do have a line of intense storms. This is beginning to bow out a little bit more. We've seen the model or seen the trends do that recently. So this is beginning to kind of bow out over the Wilson area on I-70 in Kansas, and this is why we are tracking this. This is a significant severe weather event that is unfolding, potentially a severe outbreak if we have a lot of wind reports. And so far we have had 3 wind reports in this area, 2 70-mile-an-hour wind reports. That's what we have right now. And 1 82-mile-an-hour wind report that we had just a little bit ago in Homer. So more than likely some wind damage was done there. We even had a tornado report there as well. So definitely a dangerous day to be outside, and that's why we're live streaming this. We're also tracking storms. Let's actually go and kind of pop up our warnings here. So we have, we have a tornado warning that still continues, actually. So this is a very intense supercell, an observed tornado, baseball-sized hail with that storm, and then, of course, further southwest, where we do have considerable severe thunderstorm warnings with one that is destructive, so a more higher-end damaging wind threat with that one. And these are all moving towards the Dodge City radar site. And in fact, in Dodge City, we do have live cameras. So let's actually go over to the live camera like we do in my streams, as I try to do. And this is what we have going on right now in Dodge City. So this is actually moving right towards the Dodge City. Let's see, we have Garden City as well. So if we go to Garden City, we have some dark, ominous looking clouds there. But if we really go to the Dodge City camera, let's actually go over. There we go. Let's make this full so you all can see. Looking at Dodge City right now, and yeah, definitely some dark skies out there. So you can see right there, really, really dark and ominous looking. And that is why I am live streaming today on the YouTube channel, for that given reasoning that we do have that cluster of storms. This is also going to be part of that very intense QLCS as this gets into Wichita in the next 3 to 5 hours or so. We have temperatures further south that are already in the 80s, so some really warm daytime temperatures, dew points in the mid to upper 60s, so definitely plenty of moisture to get such an organized storm cluster going. And we just had another wind report, so we're up to now 4 wind reports out of this cluster up to the north. This is really the dominant area right now that's giving us the most wind reports at the moment. In fact, if we go to the Storm Prediction Center really quickly, we do have a lot of those reports right in that little area. Very, very tiny area is where we have all those reports. And so far, we have about 9 or 10 of those reports, 5 tornado reports so far today. And so we're going to start seeing this all coalesce. and we will wait and see what the next Storm Prediction Center outlook shows. And right now, they're still keeping it a moderate risk today for the central portions here, central southern Kansas. So that's kind of right where these storms actually are right now. And we have a lot of wind out there with sustained winds 20 to 35 miles an hour. What's up, Paul Greenwell? What's up, Ryan Teasdale? What's up, Hayden? So that's what we're watching right now. If you're in Wilson, Selvian, Grove, Lincoln, Beverly in Kansas, yeah, that's the storm cluster that we have with 3-inch hail, 3-inch hail being noted on Doppler radar. It's not a hail report, but it is certainly a hail NAXRAD marker that we're seeing. So Ellensworth, Salina downstream, this is going to intensify. I'm very sure we're going to have a lot of wind damage with this tornado and baseball size hail. So if it's a tornado or not, it really doesn't matter. Let's actually see what velocity is showing. And we do have a couple of velocity couplets on there. So we could have twin tornadoes on this, along to go with some baseball size hail. That will do a lot of damage, folks. It's nothing to mess with at all. 2.5, 3-inch hail stones with this storm at the moment. And again, this is for baseball size hail. Baseball size hail. And law enforcement has confirmed these tornadoes. 3 tornado reports on this. This is, I believe, where we might have a tornado right now, just to the south, east and south of Wilson in Kansas on the I-70 corridor. If you guys are new, welcome, welcome. It's an honor that you're here tracking this. I did promise that if there is a moderate risk, that's the only time I will take my focus off of tropical discussions and look at severe weather. Otherwise, if it's just enhanced, we're not really going to do much about it this time of the year. But today is a special exception of that because we have a derecho that we're looking at potentially that could be developing here in the next couple of hours. And the risk for 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts are certainly up there. Some big-time winds and really large hail production is anticipated. And we do have a new tornado warning. This is radar indicated rotation, so we are not seeing anything in the way of a confirmed tornado on this. But I'm sure it's still on the ground. We will wait to see what the warning shows in the next 5 or 10 minutes if they upgrade that. But definitely some strong rotation on that. And this is not too close to the radar. Let's see if we can get a better radar sight. And we still can't. So it's not the best conditions. But definitely it is bowing out. And this is going to be headed towards Wichita. Kind of in a radar hole area. Which is why I really don't like tracking severe weather in the high plains. Because there's a lot of radar holes in that area. You don't like my gaming chair? That's the first. I thought you guys would like my gaming chair. If the chair is an issue, I can change chairs. I do have another chair that I can use if that's going to be an issue. Hey there, Logos and Lifestyle. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So if you're in Ellensworth, that's where we are seeing that tornado warning. This is going to intensify, and once it gets close to the radar, we'll be able to see that a little bit better. We do have storms moving into the Dodge City area. These are looking more like supercells now. Definitely supercellular. All right, Hayden. Hey, Damien. Yes, I understand your input, though. But if the chair is going to be a problem, I am looking into buying a new chair. That's probably not going to be a gaming chair. And that's the plan the whole time. It's not that, probably an office chair of some sort. Logos and lifestyle. I think day 3 is probably going to go moderate, but it's hard to say. For one thing, it's a non-significant, so it's not like a 30 sig. It's more on the lower end side of an enhanced risk. So I don't think it's going to go moderate, but I would not be surprised if it does go moderate. That day is more up in the air versus what we have today. Tomorrow, I'm not going to go live. Probably going to have another tropical discussion. And then we'll see. But I do plan on uploading something today, of course, that's now, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. So there's 5 days there. Wednesday I cannot upload, and Saturday I cannot upload. What's up? It's Kyle. How are you doing? Hey, David. Been a while since I've been here. It has been a while. How's everything? We are tracking a Derecho potentially in the making today. And if we actually go over to the models, I will show you with what we are looking at. So if we go over to Weatherbell, you could actually see how storms, this is where we're at right about now. And this is how we're going to see things evolve. Especially this southern cluster is the one that's going to really bow out. And this is by 7, 8 o'clock tonight. So it's going to take its time to move eastward. But it really is going to be moving quick once it does so. And you can see just how it really bows out. And that's where the wind damage is going to come from today. It's still a lot of uncertainty on how far east this is going to be able to go. But that is some serious, serious wind damage. Especially right in here is where I think we're going to see this most significant through at least 4 p.m. today. And if this underperforms, I still might be able to pull off a video today. We'll see about that. I highly doubt if it's going to underperform, though, based on our trends. But we will see. Good. Waiting for the hurricane season this year. Pretty excited. That's what It's Kyle says. Yeah, I'm really excited about that myself. Gonna be a very, very busy season. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm looking forward of tracking the tropics with you all. That's what I'm looking forward to. Right now, we are starting to get intensity increase in our velocity with that clustering of storms. And here comes the newest velocity scan. And still, we're looking at velocities of about 40 to 50 miles an hour. But wind damage potentially could exceed at least 60 to 70 miles an hour. That's why we do have a live camera out of Dodge City. And definitely getting dark there, so definitely going to be a storm that has my attention. Once it gets closer to the camera. So this is what we are watching. We also got some severe thunderstorms going on in near Rapid City. But these storms up here are definitely not as strong as what we are seeing further south. Like this storm right here is an observed tornado warning in Colorado. There's definitely some rotation on that. Yeah, definitely something going on there south of Daly. Hexton in Colorado. But definitely this north central storm is really intense. Bennington, Kansas, Minneapolis, Kansas, Tescott. We have 70-mile-an-hour winds on this one, and the damage threat is considerable. I hope you all are doing great. What's up, Connor David? How are you doing? Should I be good headed towards Phillipsburg? Yeah, you should be in the all clear right now. If you're in Phillipsburg, you're on the backside of those storms, so nothing to really worry about. Interestingly enough, though, they do have the severe thunderstorm watch issued. Might be some storms that redevelop. And that's probably why they have the watch out still. But it's really this line, the head of this. So you can already imagine it's going to develop somewhere in here is where we are seeing these two areas are going to merge. And as they merge, you get some wind going. Wind's already increasing on this line. Velocities too. So we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Damage threat is considerable. This is moving into me, and we do have a few storm chasers on this. There's that supercell. You even see the outflow boundary over Liberal or Liberal, Kansas. But yeah, the expectation is that this is all going to collapse into a intense QLCS in the next 2 to 3 hours. Once it does so, it's going to be producing widespread 80 to 90 mile an hour winds. Perhaps 100. Primarily over Great Bend and south is where the best chances will be. Chat's dead like it always is. Seems like a lot more activity happens when I'm live on these storms further south. Actually, there is a watch out for southern Florida. Like Fort Lauderdale, we have a storm. These are your summertime thunderstorms, so that's pretty much what we're seeing. Maybe a water spout or two, but mainly just a lot of rain down here in West Palm Beach. We actually have a viewer, Frank, that lives near the near Rivera Beach, West Palm Beach area. Then down here we have Alex Baller. We have 2 ballers. And so this is where we have some of our storms. What's up, Jennifer? Hey, Diana. Is Omaha going to get anything? Let's go back to Omaha. Boy, look at all these cameras in Tennessee. Pretty crazy to see that. If there's any severe weather event, boy, we'd be able to really do well at capturing that, because there's so much cameras. So Omaha, probably going to see a stray shower or storm, but nothing too extreme until most likely tomorrow. We have a better chance of seeing storms there. We do have some severe storms going on in the southeastern-ish, central-ish Iowa area, where we do have severe thunderstorms warranted for both 60-mile-an-hour winds and potentially quarter-size hail. So if you're in Iowa, if you're downstream, Caden, you're in Iowa City, yeah, storms are going right towards your area. They're headed beeline, aimed for you. We have warnings just spread all around the country right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, also for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Probably barely a severe thunderstorm warning in itself. And echo tops here are definitely on the higher side, because we do have some instability to work with. Dew points are in the mid to upper 50s to lower 60s. So there is some moisture for those storms to give off of. Did not realize we had more storm chasers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 storm chasers all within this little area. Western Oklahoma. We also have Kansas. Again, storm chasers are out on that. We will wait and see on how this performs. This definitely is taking the show right now in Ellsworth, in the Kansas area, where we have a storm cluster that's moving into Dodge City, where we do have a live camera. So once that moves into Dodge City, we'll bring that live to you all on the stream. Once that gets a little closer, at least. You're very welcome, Omerta. How's the weather for your area today? I'm sure it's quite warm. Not really warm, actually. It's upper 60s, low 70s there, so not too bad. Your day is actually cooler than where I'm at right now, so good news for you. At least you're getting a little bit of a reprieve from any warmer weather that is really that is further south. Temperatures in the 90s in Oklahoma City right now. It's muggy and it's hot. It is ridiculous. In fact, we have a temperature in Borger in Texas that's at 95 degrees right now, so almost 100. What's up, Dora? How is Salisbury, Missouri? So Salisbury, Missouri. Let's go to that. Salisbury, I should say. So Salisbury, Missouri. You're definitely going to get some active weather. Most likely a little bit tomorrow, but especially on day 3. That will be a Tuesday. You're definitely looking at some severe weather, especially to your northeast. But yeah, in the short term, looking pretty good for Salisbury, Missouri. At least you get a little break from severe weather. All right, we have now another wind report. That's another wind report. It's crazy. So we have now like 8 or 9 wind reports out of this little cluster up in here. This is where we are seeing a lot of the wind reports. Not a whole lot of action going on down here, surprisingly. As far as reports go, nothing significant. A lot of reports coming in over Illis and also in Hayes. Wow, there was a 2.5-inch hail report there, and that's from Public, with a 1 report of a 3-inch hail report there from Emergency Manager in Illis earlier. So definitely these storms are producing their hail. We have a new storm that's about to go up in San Antonio near Hayes, Kansas. And you can see storms are not updating. Uh-oh. See if we can go to that. There we go. It's a little bit better. You can see that storm cluster really growing, especially south of Russell. That's really blowing up right now. It's where we have that going. You can see the animation where it's really showing. It's not really supercellular anymore. It's more of a like a little bow segment that has developed. And that's what convection also shows. If we go over to the satellite imagery, we can see down here to the bottom right side, it's definitely where we are seeing our strong thunderstorms. Hey, B, how are you doing, B? The letter B. But yeah, that definitely has evolved from more supercellular blobby look to now more of kind of this bow structure. You can even see it right in there. For northeastern Texas, getting some big hail out of that. But those storms are moving outside of that, or moving into Oklahoma. We do expect more development in northeastern Texas within the next couple of hours. We just got a new tornado report. Man, we're getting a lot of them. Dust being kicked up, but believe it is rain wrapped. So we might have a rain wrapped tornado. Still ongoing. And that's coming from a trained weather spotter. So, yeah, they're out there doing their job. So, yeah, if you're in Dodge City, if you're in Cimarron, also another cluster, but we're really going to be focusing on this because this is where the tornado warning actually is for another 14 minutes. And it is definitely bowing out a little bit. So we're starting to see wind damage increase. Oh gosh, yeah. Definitely some strong winds on this. Oh my gosh. Tongue twister. Oh gosh, yeah. See, it's really freaking out the radar. We're actually going to try radar scope and let's see what we get out of that. With the velocity and see what it's actually showing us exactly. Because if it's going all over the place, means we're really getting some intense winds on this. The radar site does not know very well how strong the velocities are, so it's acting a little finicky. And right now we don't have 136 mile an hour velocities. We probably have more like 60 to 75 mile an hour velocities, which typically means damage threat is expanding. And you could almost follow which way this is going, and it's headed towards Salina, Lindensburg. McPherson eventually is going to get impacted by this activity. But how's everyone doing? If you guys are new to the stream, please consider liking and subscribing. We have almost a 4-inch hail marker on this storm right here. It's a little bow future. It's a more dominant one right now. So Ellisworth, Salina, that bow is definitely intense. When we go and look at the echo tops, it's where we have the 50,000 foot echo tops, 55,000 foot echo tops. Wow. 56,000 feet. So that is intense convection. This has also produced quite a bit of rainfall behind it. Potentially some areas getting 2 inches of rainfall, which is pretty insane. And when we go look at this, we do have 55 to 65 decibels. Yes, Alex Baller, I did look at Florida earlier. You probably weren't on the stream in time. But we do have a severe weather risk also going on in Florida. And I only see 2 hail reports. in that area, Alex Baller. And that's in the last 12 hours. So it's not official that there was a 3-inch hail report there because I'm only getting 1.5 inches and 1.2 inches, 1.25 inches. But yeah, nevertheless, there is some severe thunderstorms, and there is a severe thunderstorm watch for the next 50 or so minutes. So a lot of the storms are moving offshore. We do have one lonely supercell moving over Lake Okeechobee right now. Oh, okay, Alex, that's a little bit better. But we are getting wind reports. A lot of the wind reports are back in Kansas. And that's where we have that tornado warning that does continue. If you're in Meade, definitely take shelter. Dodge City. Actually, let's go to Dodge City camera really quickly. And, ooh, okay, that changed really quickly. Really dark, ominous-looking sky there. Definitely some high-based convection. Not really low base at all. And yeah, definitely some dark-looking skies. There's a bit of a bow future right there, and that has some strong winds. Yeah, so winds are definitely increasing with this. Moving into Dodge City, we have velocities up to 83. Yeah, a solid area of 70 to 80 mile an hour velocities. And this is the Dodge City sky view. Definitely gone dark there. Again, Dodge City, Kansas is where this camera is coming out of. I hope you all can hear me just fine. If I'm a little too quiet, let me know. I'll turn myself up a little bit more. But I should be fine. Looks like some blowing dust in the distance. Okay, we're about to get a new radar sweep of the velocity. Yeah, it's coming in really hard here. Definitely some wind damage or damaging winds going on in Beverly in Kansas. Near Salina, Kansas is where we do have some storms. In fact, if we do go to Salina, oh yeah, look how dark that is. Really dark, ominous looking sky. That's in Salina, Kansas. What's up, Weather Tracker? How are you doing? Dark skies there. Salina, Kansas. That is where we have those storms. Moving right towards the radar. Yeah, so severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for another hour and 1 minute over Salina. So Salina right now about to take hold. And here it is. Could even see the looks of what could be this cold pooling taking place. And that cold pooling leads to storms like this. Possibly a derecho today. It is not a guarantee that we see a derecho. That's why I put it in the title, derecho possible. Does not mean we're going to see one. There is that possibility that we could see a derecho given the conditions that the SPC mentioned. And it's no surprise, definitely a bowing structure. Bowing, like a bow, like, you know, archery bow. And it's this that's moving as Salina. That's going to get, that could give this area a nasty slap of wind along to go with heavy rainfall. And some hail for sure. We did get a hail marker of a little over 4 inches. So that's a storm that is not to be messed with. That is a strong storm. Oh, yeah, look at that. Moving right into Selena. That's some straight line wind damage. That's going to go right into Selena. It's coming right into this area. And this is where the Derecho, or, well, not really a Derecho yet. But this is where definitely we have that arcing structure. Definitely a windy afternoon there. I don't know where they both are, Diana. They're probably really busy. But yeah, we're going to watch this because this is developing real time. In real time, we have that Boeing line, and we're looking at considerable wind damage. In fact, back in here, we have an 80-mile-an-hour severe thunderstorm warning that is being issued. And it's this warning that we're looking at right now that has tornado possible, hail up to lime size, that's 2 inches in diameter, winds that could reach speeds of 80 miles an hour, and the possibility of destructive winds. The damage threat is destructive. So this is getting a little more serious with eastward extent, especially as this gets into Salina, New Cambria, Culver, Bennington is what we have to watch. What's up, Chase? What's up, Sharon? How are you doing, Sharon? I recognize you. Long time ago. I hope you're doing great. Definitely some strong velocities. We're looking at 60 to 80 mile an hour velocities. And this is going right towards Salina. That's where we have the camera. What's up, Latex Dreams? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Chase? Again. Should actually make Sharon mod. So I do recognize you from my other YouTube channel. Maybe you've changed your profile picture. Maybe this is a... So if you're in Glendale, we have a few storm chasers out there. Definitely a lot. We're going to really have to see on how this all evolves because this is evolving. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. You can definitely see the shelf cloud right off to your left side of the screen. Yeah, that's definitely an outflow boundary. Yeah, look at that. That is some nasty looking clouds right there. This is looking west, pretty much, Latex Dreams. And that is definitely a shelf cloud. That's what we're seeing here, and this is going to get the head of this wind, this velocity couplet. Look at that. Right there, it's headed right towards Selena. Storms to the south still have definitely 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. Ooh, Dodge City's getting hit. Let's go to Dodge City really quick. Dodge City, Kansas. A very different view here. Dodge City getting slapped pretty hard. Raining pretty good there. I'll tell you that right now. Getting some good rain. Getting some good water. Oh gosh, yeah, look at that. That's rotating over there. Look closely, folks. By the water tower, we are seeing some rotation on camera. Maybe something. Definitely looks dark. Lightning. David, people are still without power here in Houston. Yeah, I am terribly sorry that I was not able to stream that. I heard about what all happened. Hurricane force winds, flooding, a lot of damage. In fact, what was I doing that day? I can't even remember. I was either working or doing something else. But when I got back home, or no, the next day I looked on Twitter and Mark Seth, Hurricane Track, was even talking about it. Hurricane Michael-like winds. It's pretty crazy to say the least. Not hurricane, well, not Michael-like winds, but you get the idea. Wind damage, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. That's right. My computer was acting up. That's what it was. That's what it was. My computer was giving me a lot of trouble until yesterday I had it fixed, thank goodness. But programs were not running like they should. They would crash on me once I started running them, and it was just a mess. It was just a mess. Mart, yes, I have heard about that. Chase was actually telling me about that. Hurricane winds, windows busted out, kind of like a whole Hurricane Michael situation kind of down there. Almost not like an actual hurricane went there, but wind damage that is like a hurricane went through there. So, I did not see the video that you sent me. No, I did not. Again, I haven't been on Discord at all. Oh gosh. Okay, yes, Chase. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's like a hurricane. That's like a hurricane. That is for sure. Wow. Definitely a storm. Definitely a storm. Is there even audio on this? No, there actually... Oh, there is audio. Jeez. Yeah, that's not good. It definitely has that hurricane-like feel to it. It really does. Well, I guess that when it rains, it pours down there, doesn't it? What we're about to witness is that on this camera. Man, look how nasty that storm looks. Yuck. Yuck. Good kite flying weather. Unless you want to die because of lightning striking the kite than striking you. That's, you know. Yes, it is, Chase. It's a green screen. Green sky. Well, that's going to be a lot of wind once it hits, though. There's going to be a lot of wind on that storm. And it's this storm that we're looking at. This is in a radar hole, though. That's what I hate about this. It's not in a good radar at all. And so we are looking at a lot of wind damage shaping up. This is going to hit Selena very soon. And once it does, it's going to be pure chaos. Let's see. Mark, David, 7 people have died in it. Sad, I pray for the people that lost loved ones. Wow. That actually caused fatalities. It's not good. And get this, worst of all, might see more of that this year. Because if you get a hurricane moving into the Houston area, that could be really bad. Might not be the last time you see something like that this year. Wasn't it a tree of 4? That's what Sharon says. That died in their car when a tree fell on them. I believe so, but I would have to do a lot more research. I know vaguely there was a high risk of flooding, though, like a heavy rain outlook that was for high risk. Something like that. Oh, gosh, yeah, this is getting a lot more... Look at this. Look how that looks. Very, very textbook. Let me actually minimize my radar so you all can see this. This is all in Selena right now. That's all in Selena. Yeah, was it a 30 sig, Chase, or was it a non-sig? By the way, there's a 45 significant for damaging winds today. Non-sig. Crazy. Non-sig, and yet you had some of the strongest winds there. Big storm by Lincoln, Nebraska now. Really? Ooh, boy. Wow, okay, there is a storm in Lincoln, Nebraska. That popped up really quickly. Yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. You could get a close call today, actually. Models don't do a good job sometimes, and this is what it's showing. Maybe something for Omaha, Nebraska now. If this storm... Dang, a lot of cloud of ground lightning strikes on camera. That's what the sky looked like in 2020 Iowa Derecho. Well, it's looking like that now. Definitely some nasty storms, though. And that wind, that velocity is pretty strong. Hey, Lego Train 489, how are you doing? I never knew that. The U.S. Air Force F-15 Eagle is one of the best fighters in U.S. Air Force. Good to know. Dude, is that rotating? That looks like that's rotating. Wow. This is rotating. Severe thunderstorm warning for Michigan. In a populated area, too, so... Huh. Let's double it up, right? 2 live cameras on this live YouTube channel. Yeah, look at that. Look at... Man, that looks... nutty. What's up, Mothman? How are you doing? David, Tuesday looks bad. Semi-discrete cells. I'm watching Tuesday, but I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as today, but that I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Again, folks, I'm slowly taking my focus off of severe weather. I know it's really we're in the thick of it right now, but getting prepared for hurricane season. Getting prepared. I want to thank you all for watching last night's video. I did that all from working hard. So I worked, yeah, pretty good yesterday. Double work is what I should say. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I would really recommend doing so. Wow, that's looking a little crazy, David. Them skies are looking active. Oh, yeah. So the bottom right camera is in Michigan, near Detroit, Michigan. And the camera on the top is Salina, Kansas. Salina, Kansas camera on the top, or the big image that you're seeing. The bottom right is Detroit, Michigan. Let's see if there is hail on the Nebraska storm. But I did want to show you all the one in near Detroit. Yeah, definitely some large hail with that, but that's a low-end severe thunderstorm warning. The storm in Nebraska is only for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail, so it's not a very big storm. Compared to the one in Salina, look at this. That is some heavy rainfall moving towards the camera. Maybe even some softball-size hail. You might be witnessing that on camera. It's all going to go crazy. It's going to get crazy. Again, Salina camera right now in Kansas about to take the hit. Yeah, you might be witnessing baseball to softball size hail and 70 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts. That wind really got calm though, didn't it? Got really calm. But it won't last for too long. We know that for sure. Gosh, look at that storm structure. That is some crazy storm structure and big time rain. Wind is really going to pick up quickly. Once that shelf cloud passes, winds are going to get 70 to 80 miles an hour. And now is the time to start looking for power flashes. Look closely for power flashes, folks. Because we're probably going to start seeing power flashes. Once again, power flashes, we got to start looking at the horizon. I bet the camera goes out. It probably will. But we'll deal with that when it does, or if it does. Oh, huge wind shift. Huge wind shift. There it is. Oh yeah, look at the camera. So now winds are more out of the southwest. They were out of the southeast earlier. All right, Lego Train 489. We're not really talking about F-15 Eagle birds at the moment. Talking about some crazy weather. Oh, it's about to get serious. It's about to get serious. Once that rain hits, that wind is going to really get strong. Look at the reflectivity on this. we've got 73 decibels of reflectivity right near Selena, where this camera is out of. What's up, Rocky Garrett stuff? How are you doing, Rocky Garrett? New severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so that does continue. No, that does not necessarily mean a tornado is forming, Sharon. It means there's a gust front that went through. So you'll see that very commonly with derechos or squall lines like this. You'll commonly see a wind shift. Oh, here comes the rain. Here it comes. Wall of rain coming in. Wall of rain. Look at the visibility dropping. Visibility rapidly dropping. And you watch, that rain's really going to be coming in, and the wind is going to rapidly get stronger too. Starting to rain. Here we go. What's up, Reggie? How are you doing? And here it comes. It's slamming in. So are we turning the camera away? Okay, stop messing with the camera now. Let's aim it back. Maybe looking for hail, I bet. There is 4-inch hail marker on this. I'm not kidding. 4-inch hail marker on that. So that is really significant. Which means there is hail inside the storm. And it is to be announced if it's going to hit the camera. Gosh, Tony H., it's been years since you've been on. How's everything? How's everything, Tony H.? It's been like 1 billion years since you've been on YouTube. You've retired? Whoa, really, Tony H? Really? If you want to send me a friend request on Discord, we can talk more about it. I'm really curious. We really need to catch up. It's been a while since we've last talked. Tony H., if you want to friend me, it's at David Schlotthauer on Discord. Actually, I think I still have you. Let me see. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have you anymore. I don't know what happened. Nope. So that's a look at the conditions. We're seeing if we're going to get hail on camera. It is definitely raining there. Ooh, the wind's picking up massively. Big wind. It's an honor that you're back, Tony H. Because you've disappeared for a while. Like, oh no, what's a Derecho? Well, it's a QLCS on steroids. It's a line of storms that can produce a long duration and path of wind gusts greater than hurricane force. I think that's the definition. And so when you get that, that's classified as a derecho. But yeah, that's this camera that's located in Salina. We did get an 1.5 inches of hail report just now. So we're getting hail. It's interesting. It's not on the camera, though. Or maybe it will be. What is it, Tony H? Oh. Okay, you're telling me to respond to something. Okay. Yay. My loyal friend that I've known since 2017 on Facebook. I actually met Fire Ant folks on Facebook. I thought I lost him, but I didn't. Gosh, look at that rain coming in Salina now. Wow, it's really, really dumpy now. It's really coming down. And I don't think there's hail. I don't think there's hail yet on the camera. But that's a very different camera look than what we had earlier. Man, you can't even see very far at all. Hi, Sunnyshine. Oh my gosh, you're funny. You're funny. You can say hello to the hot temperatures. That's what we're getting here. Isn't it disappointing that I wake up to my office being right around 58 degrees this morning, and yet it can still get up into the 80s in my office? I mean, it warms up so significantly. I try to cool it down as much as I can at night, and yet during the day, it gets into the 80s. Can derechos produce hurricanes? No. They cannot. They cannot. What's up, Joe 561? How are you doing? But yeah, that's the look in Salina, Kansas. Not a good look you want to see at all. Definitely stormy there. Ooh, gosh. 80-mile-an-hour winds already. Do we have any cameras? Let's see if we have any more cameras in the Kansas area. We got Hayes. Let's see what Hayes has. Nope, nothing in Hayes. Oh, Pratt. Okay, good. We do have a Pratt. Pratt's next up. Pratt is going to get hit, which is right in the warning. And we have wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour downstream of all of this action. This is a very intense line of storms, though. Wow. Oh, gosh, yeah. Look at this. Look at the velocities on this. Definitely 70 to 80 mile an hour velocities on these storms. You can see the bowing nature. 70 to 80 mile an hour winds are anticipated, especially the warning that is out of Dodge City, east of Dodge City. We have 80 mile an hour winds, and the damage threat is destructive. We are talking about 80 to 90 mile an hour winds, quarter-size hail that is anticipated. This, by the way, is moving at almost 70 miles an hour. So this is moving very fast, not slow at all. And it's not really speeding on through. You can really see how this all evolves. Look at this. Look at the outflow in Burdett in Kansas. That's an indication that we're seeing that cold pooling where we have denser air on the backside that's cold, and it allows this to move forward. And with that low-level jet in place, that is going to equal 80 to even 100 mile an hour wind gusts potentially in the next couple of hours. This is already all congealing into an MCS. I'll be back. Dinner time. Enjoy your good old dinner. Hey, everybody, really quickly. Guess what's inside this Pelican case? Guess what's inside this Pelican case? Oh boy. Camera's acting a little funny. Let me know. See if you guys can get it right. Oh my gosh, you're hilarious, Chase. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. I want you all to know and guess what's inside. Oh my gosh, my camera's not working real well. I'll just say plastic Pelican case. A pelican? No. Martin says a weather station. Nope. No one's probably ever going to get the answer. A lot of spammers today. I don't know what is up with today at all. Spammers out of here. You're spamming and you're food. Did you know that? You're a spam. That is food, you guys. You never knew that, did you? Spam is food. Oh my gosh. Chase, you get a big hug. It is actually my drone. I needed another case to protect this. And let me turn off my stupid virtual camera, but hold on a second. Oops, not that. Hold on a second. Hold on, hold on. Ooh, gosh, I'm huge. Why am I so big? All right, so okay, that's not going to work. So I'll show you guys later. My camera decides to freeze. So you guys can see me there. But actually, I have a better idea. I can just turn this off and do... There we go. So now you all can actually see this. So that's what's inside my Pelican case. Really quickly. Hey, the green screen works. It actually works. That's what's inside my Pelican case. Long look. Take a long look. Three, two, one. And I just close it like this. Like deal or no deal. Show me what's inside the case. Boop. Open the case and let's see what's inside. And that's what's inside. And all you do, lock it up. Good old $100 case. And I can just take it with me wherever I need to go. Okay, I'm going to turn this back on. There we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, I need a place to put that drone, right? I keep it on the floor and I'm worried I'm going to almost step on it. Or I could put it in my little hand, well, whatever you call it. Kind of like a whole backpack kind of thing. But I'm always worried I'm going to break the blades or I'm going to do something. So that is where you can put your batteries. You can put your drone, your remote control, which, by the way, I got the bundle so you could actually get a protection as sun hood. So while I'm flying the drone, I could make sure the sun won't shine in my face, and I'm able to actually like do this and have, so I'm not being blinded by the sun, and I'm able to see what's on the screen, which is critical to flying the drone and also looking around, making sure you know where the drone is. We don't want to get a drone lost, right? And also, Also, I have a screen protector on this. Glass screen protector. It comes with the bundle. Might have to put a new one on. I guess this one did not go on all the way really well. Can even see it right on the corner there. Probably. And you just close it and protect your screen. So the control will last forever and ever and ever. You should get a VR drone. Chase, if you want to give me $6,000 for it, then I'll do it, but not paying that much money. I don't know how much VR drones are anyways. Maybe you could do some research, but I am not buying a new drone anytime soon. Don't get me into buying one because I'm not doing it. They're expensive. You act like I have $1 billion, folks. You guys act like I have $1 million. Make me win a millionaire, then I'll win $1 million. Then we'll see what we can do then. Or like I said, Chase, you can simply buy me a VR drone. But yeah, there has been some minor upgrades to my drone. Once I get the super power adapter port to charge my batteries, I'll be able to fly it again. That went missing like 3 months ago. I don't know what I did with it, and so the batteries have just been sitting there and not being used because I don't want to drain them too much and not charge them, because that's how you damage batteries. That's how you will wear and tear your batteries in your drone easier rather than never. And according to DJI, they rate their batteries for 75 charge cycles. So, in other words, we do the math. I have seven batteries times 75 charge cycles each. I could fly the drone for 525 times. So if I flew it every day, I could almost fly it for 2 years straight, which is not a problem. That's a long time. What's up, Jesse? How are you doing? What's up, BB? Or Barbecue with Neil. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Wow, this line is definitely intensifying. Oh, gosh. It is definitely intensifying. We have 90-mile-an-hour velocities on this, so this is definitely turning into something more sinister. Yeah, look how this has all evolved. All of a sudden, look at that wind. Oh yeah, that's definitely destructive. It's gonna be in Pratt here really soon, not very long from now. This is moving awfully fast. Laughing out loud. By the way, I want to hear your guys' honest opinion. Okay, and I want your guys' honest opinion by doing a poll. So if you guys are just tuning in, we are watching a possible derecho. We shall see if that actually happens. We did get some flood reports. So water reported over the roadway at Kansas City, or Kansas Highway 14 and Avenue D is where we are seeing the flood report coming in. We also have another flood report. Water over roadway at Interstate 70 and 6th Road. So definitely getting some flood reports there. Because of how heavy this rain is, please be honest, okay? Honest is important. I will keep this channel. Don't worry. 2 separate channels, 2 separate things. Okay? I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about doing hyperlapses. Hyperlapse. It would sort of be weather related. It would be a mixed bag. It'd be scenic views and stuff. It would be half weather related, half scenic view related. It would be 50-50. Not really a weather channel, but kind of a weather channel. But when I create it, you won't know that I created it. Because I really want to, you know, grow an audience here organically and natural. You know what I mean? This is just telling me what you think, you know? Tell me out. Oh my goodness. 90-mile-an-hour winds on this severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, this is more substantial now. Wow. Abilene, Kansas needs to be taking shelter now. We're talking 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail. An automated weather station at the Salina Airport reported 100-mile-an-hour winds at 6:59 p.m. 6:59 p.m. Wow. You know what? I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that on PWS on the website. Yeah, there it is right there. Probably right there. 46-mile-an-hour sustained wind. Oh my gosh. There it is. It's official. It is actually official. 46-mile-an-hour wind reported in Salina with a wind gust of 100 miles an hour. If you don't believe that, right there. So if we go to our wind speed, sustained wind is 46 miles an hour. Wind gust up to 100 miles an hour. A 100-mile-an-hour wind gust. That is very significant. That is substantial. And actually, let's see if we got any personal weather stations. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a couple of weather stations getting 37-mile-an-hour winds already. actually see what this station got just a bit ago. It's accurate. That only picked up... Man, look at that temperature drop. It went from 80 degrees to now 65 degrees. I just got my new DJI Mavic 3. Oh, nice, AJ. With the Fly More combo, that's always the best thing to get. By the way, what would you say is the Air 3? Because that's what I got, because it has the best battery life. And I did a lot of research, and a lot of YouTubers said the Air 3 is by far probably a bit better than the Mavic 3 Pro. Let me know in the chat. Look at the temperature. Went from 83 degrees to 62 degrees. That's a big drop in temperature. Mighty drop in temperature, actually. That is crazy. But yeah, 90-mile-an-hour winds on that storm. Oh, we have 90 on this storm too. So we have 2 destructive severe thunderstorm warnings. 2 of them right here. 90-mile-an-hour winds, except this one has half-dollar size hail and the other one has golf ball size hail. So this one on the right, the one that is in Salina, Kansas, is more concerning. 2 potential derechos. We'll see about that. We got 92-mile-an-hour velocities. That is for sure. But AJ, if you want to follow me on Discord, you are more than happy to at David Schlotthauer on Discord. Because you have a drone? That's actually really cool. But let me know in the chat, AJ, what your thoughts are about the drone that you just got. Because maybe in the future, I might want to upgrade. Who knows? But I'm looking for flight time. And the Air 3 gives me 46 minutes of flight time. To be quite honest, I've been flying my drone for a while. Before the whole loss of my power adapter, I was able to get about 40 to 43 minutes of flight time. But yeah, if you're in the Pratt area, you're going to want to take shelter. You're going to want to take shelter soon. We're going to keep an eye on this weather station here, though. Actually, not that station. We'll do the one in Cream. Why do all these stations have to be accurate? There's not one. Okay, here's another station. Alexander in Kansas reported a 58-mile-an-hour wind gust. Easy Weather Pro, I've never seen that. Jeez. Really strong wind on that. 67 miles an hour. 67 hitting the weather station right now. 67. You have a drone, Lego Train? What kind of drone? Lego Train 489? What's up, Mason Fishy? Welcome back. Known as Titan. It's a 68 mile an hour wind gust. I feel like Davis Instruments should be popular because they are my top of the line weather station. No, I don't sponsor them, but boy, their stations are good, good, good. They do a good job. Look at that, 61.9 degrees. Gosh, down there is where it's really serious. We're going to have to keep an eye on a couple of these stations downstream in Albert. If those actually... Oh yeah, this is a good station. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to see what this one gets in a little bit once a storm hits. And that's near Pratt, where these stations are at. Actually, not near Pratt. Wow, they're way far north of Pratt. Oh my goodness. Way far north. Well, look at this. Right in here, near Luca, or west of Luca. Actually, I'm going to put up another station right in here. See what that station shows when it comes time. As that line gets closer. Because that, my guys, is 115 mile an hour winds. Oh my gosh. Look at those velocities. 115 mile an hour wind gusts on that. We're looking at about 100. Yeah, still about 100. Even on the back side here, we're looking at near 90. So that is the storm that we're watching. We also have another storm. Now we're watching closely near Abilene. I'm going to bring up another camera. See if we have any other cameras. Ooh, Garden City is next. Oh, no, wait. Garden City is not next. Yeah, that's the only camera that I could find. And it does show that laminar look. Definitely see that laminar look. It's a 45 significant for winds today. Yeah, it's a 45 significant for wind. As you can see, there's your purple or your magenta. And it's a, wow, it's actually a 45 significant for large hail as well. So we're looking at a huge hail threat and a big wind threat today. And tomorrow's just a slight risk. So tomorrow I'm not going to go live. Still thinking about doing one on Tuesday. We'll just have to wait. There is a non-30 sig for that enhanced. So it's not like a big severe outbreak is coming. But not a big tornado threat, really, today. Instead, it's really a wind threat. But we're going to watch this station right over here. Oh, Country Place is now getting slapped. 43 mile an hour wind gust there. Oh, and their power just went out. Nope, maybe not. Nope. Maybe it did briefly. Schaefer Farms is the one that we're going to have to... Actually, it's the Lucas station. We'll see what that one shows. But definitely some strong winds along this line. So if you're in Pratt, you're going to want to take shelter. We're talking about 90 to 100 mile an hour wind gusts. If you're in Luca, if you're in Stafford, Kansas, St. John, Radium, if you're in Pawnee Rock, you're going to want to take shelter. We are talking about a serious, serious wind threat. Again, 90 to 100 mile an hour winds are certainly possible. Oh my gosh. They actually upgraded that. That's the first time in a while I've seen this warning. This is actually official. This is near Abilene, Kansas. Now for 100 mile an hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail. Yeah, 100 mile an hour winds on that warning. That is a serious warning. There's the warning. Boy, oh boy. Oh, nice. Lego Train 489. You should do more train videos, Lego Train. You don't upload hardly at all. So if you're in Wichita, going right towards Wichita, Pratt is going to get hit very soon with this. This live look at the camera in Pratt, Kansas. Oh, your train club is closed right now? Oh, okay. Oh, because they're remodeling the floor. That's understandable. So you must know a lot about trains, huh? Lego Train 489. Dang, look at that shelf cloud getting closer. Not really a shelf, but that whole mother ship. I don't want to sound like I'm cussing. Is getting closer. If you guys haven't voted yet, please consider doing so. Again, the vote poll says, should I start a drone YouTube channel? Please be honest. Okay, got 37-mile-an-hour wind gusts at the country place. At the moment, 38. Got 53 at Schaefer Farms. Oh my goodness. That Schaefer Farms is really getting hit hard with the wind. Really getting hit hard. I'm sure Selena's without power. Doesn't look to be a whole lot of power outages. Actually, 10% of the population is without power. Oh, you do? Oh, nice, Lego Train. If you want to follow me on Discord at David Schlotthauer, you are more than happy to do that. Again, when you go to Discord, if you have Discord, just go to add friend and then just type in at David Schlotthauer, then click add friend, then I'll get a request. Otherwise, you could check out my Discord server if you're interested in joining it. Storms down here are quite strong. Wow, 91-mile-an-hour wind. Try it again, Alex. Try it again. But yeah, if you're in Pratt, let's go to Pratt right now because that's where we are seeing. Oh, there's actually blowing dust with this. Oh gosh, there's actually blowing dust. Yeah, Lego Train, I would try to get Discord. I'm not really interested in trains, but I have Train Simulator. And actually, you can be my teacher. Oh my gosh. Dopey! Dopey! It's been millions of years. It's been a century since you've been on my channel. How's it going? Gosh, it's been like centuries. It's been forever since I've seen you. You've probably, some of you are probably still searching me up and can't find me. It goes back a year and a half ago, and I won't get into much of that. But we got blowing dust. Blowing dust. Okay, we got a friend request. Who is it from? Oh, I thought it was from Lego Train 489. If you're going to be making over-exaggerated outlooks, Alex Baller, I'm just going to ignore them. I'm just letting you know. Oh, wow. Wait, you have cave? Neat. Here comes the dust. Dust storm. How's the weather out here? Weather's pretty good here, Dopey. Same as always. Nothing much different. But you know what's about to hit the camera? Some strong winds. Well, I mean, Alex Baller. I mean, remember with the enhanced risk of severe weather? Remember when we were tracking it in southernish Texas? Kind of, no, actually, it was more kind of central Texas. How you said, oh, this is a moderate risk when it's actually not on the SPC. That's what I'm trying to relate to you. Because when you over-exaggerate things, it makes you look bad, and it just makes me kind of look bad as well. So just, again. Because I already look bad enough. Oh, here comes the wind. Here comes the wind. Yeah, that's your home state. So, Alex, that's understandable. Gosh, look at the camera. Look at that wind. Oh my gosh. Here it comes. Wow, look at that wind. So Lego Train, I don't know if you heard my response. Here comes the rain now. It's about to rain hard. Some serious wind. Yup, there it is. It's hitting the station with gusts up to 45 miles an hour. Oh, your area got hit by 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts, Griff Wurzer? Wow. What's up, crazy weather dude? How are you doing? I just wanted to inform you that the Gulf of Mexico waters are at least 81 degrees Fahrenheit right now. 81 to 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Already 5 to 7 degrees warmer in Fahrenheit than they should be. Yeah, it's stormy there on the camera. The rain yet has to hit, though. Apparently, Pratt's about to get either hit by it soon. It's supposed to really come down there. What's up, ban everything? We got hit by 80 to 90 mile an hour wind gusts in central Louisiana during Hurricane Laura. It was very scary. My sister's roof was lifted and cracked with us inside, and her porch was destroyed. The ceiling cracked open. Wow. Well, sadly, it could be a remake this year. I don't want to say that, but it's not looking good. What's up, Robert? 81 degrees Fahrenheit, Gulf water temperature. Yeah, pretty warm. Pretty warm. You also want to know something? Spoiler alert. This will be included with my outlook tomorrow. See what we got. Take a look at the Caribbean. Actually, let me go to do that really quick in a second. Here it is. Take a look at this. Look how warm the waters are. Already greater than 29 degrees Celsius, or about 81 to 82 degrees, maybe even 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Look at what it was like last year at this time. Look at the difference. Last year at this time, this is what it looked like. Okay, this is what it looked like last year at this time. Okay. Last year at this time. And look at now. Watch this. I hope you guys caught that. Look at how much warmer it is throughout the deep tropics. Wait, power flash now, someone said? Uh-oh. Oh my. Let's go back to the camera. Wow, it's really raining there now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is some heavy rainfall. But I wanted to just show you all that. That is very significant. If we go even to this product, I don't use this very often. Take a look at the Gulf. Excuse me. Probably use this in tomorrow's update. This updates quite often. And look at how warm that is. Especially down here, water temperatures are almost 4 degrees Celsius above normal. Look at the waters over southern Florida. 2 to almost 3 degrees Celsius above normal. And that is really alarming. That is very concerning. And when we look at the actual sea surface temperatures, yeah, look at this down here. That's 32 Celsius. Do you think our summer will be wet or dry? That is hard to say, crazy weather dude, but I think it's going to be wetter than average because you may have quite a bit of moisture coming up from the south. And here's the upper ocean heat content. I know we're not supposed to really be talking about this, but upper ocean heat content anomalies. Red colors are well above average heat content. Bluer colors are below average heat content. Pretty much the entire Gulf is ready to go. The Caribbean is literally on fire right now. I mean, very significant. And then, of course, in the Atlantic, it's very high. I mean, some of these numbers down here are well up there, 125, 150. In the Caribbean, look at this. Some of the white colors, that's off the charts almost. And in the Gulf of Mexico, it's also really high where that loop current is. So, all in all, it's not looking good at all. Especially down here. Look how warm this is. Way down here. Very warm. Man, oh man, that is concerning. And this is what it was like last year at this time. It was not as significantly above average, right? But look at now. Way different. Way different. So we got 80-mile-an-hour wind gust warnings that are out right now. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on this for a while longer. No, I have not. Lego Train 489. You know what? I'm going to do another vote. If I do it now, I've got to do it fast. I got to make a quick decision here. Sorry about all these polls, but these are at least a lot better than the others. So, See who says, ooh, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. Oh, oh, it's close. It's close. Yeah, so if you are in Topeka, this is really coalescing already as we speak. This is very significant, though, over here. What's up, Chizard? How are you? You're near, I know, you're in Colorado Springs, right, Sharon? By the way, if you guys like this stream, hit the like button. We're only 20 likes away. So 23 votes say 64% say yes. So I'll have to get on top of that video then. Not that this is underperforming, but I was thinking that we were probably going to have a strong tornado or two today. And I'll be honest, I am not a severe weather person. I'll be really honest and speak clearly for that. At least this time of the year, I'm not. Between about, say, late February all the way into about early or mid-May, I'm more of a severe weather person, but now we're transitioning to hurricane season. Now I'm just excited. I'm so excited about that you see, this is warranted for 60-mile-an-hour winds. So this part of the lineup here has really fell apart as far as the intensity of the winds go. South, oh, you're south of, oh, so you're the different Sharon. Okay, there's a Sharon that I used to know or still know that lives in Colorado or near Colorado Springs. Thank you so much, Chizard. Yeah. I'm excited for my hurricane live streams. I can't wait. But you guys literally have another 3 minutes to vote because at 5 o'clock I will have to end the stream if I'm going to make a video today or not. I feel like I should. I really do. But I feel like I shouldn't at the same time. That's why you guys are the extra brains. Vote honestly. This is going to be over by like 8 o'clock tonight anyways. So this is a very quick, moderate risk today. Meaning, oh wait, no, they expanded this. So this is another 7 hours. So they extended this. Parts of this are for the next 3 hours. So for the next 7 hours, that's through midnight tonight, there's going to be that severe weather risk. Oh my gosh, what is up with the spammers today? Seriously, what is up with this? Crazy day today, I guess. So There was not a 832 millibar system, which is hard. 832 would be you mean probably 932 millibars? Probably a typo. So I'm guessing you meant 932 millibars? Not 832, because 832 would be an extreme on Guinness World Records. All right, see you later, Diana. Yeah, that's about right, Shazard. That's about right. All right, last call for voting. You have like 30 seconds to vote. Again, should I do a tropical weather outlook today? Please let me know. You have 30 seconds. Hey Siri, set timer 30 seconds. Timer has been set. $15 seconds. If you haven't voted yet, please do so. All right. Oh, we got a tornado warning. And that's radar indicator. Let's take a quick look at that. That is... There was the alarm. So that's on the southern end of the warning, though. So that's probably going to be a short-lived storm. Not saying that on purpose so I can just end my stream, but I don't think that's going to do much. It might surprise us. No, track the severe weather. A lot of 34 votes saying yes, though. 34 votes are saying yes. Well, not 34 votes, but 65% of the people say do one. So... yeah, I'm looking at Oklahoma right now. So there is a supercell there with a tornado on it in Clinton. Weatherford, downstream. Okay, we'll give a 30-minute bonus on this. But if... actually 15 minutes. Maybe 15 to 30 minutes. Fine, you know what? If you got a couple of you are not wanting me to end the stream, we'll see how it goes. We'll do 15 minute by 15 minutes. So we have a tornado warning over here. We'll keep an eye on this for the next 12 minutes and we'll see what this storm does. How about that? How does that sound? Make a live stream. You doing hurricane discussion. Yeah, no. This is severe weather. So we do got a storm going on in Oklahoma that does have a supercellular look to it. Gosh, some cameras are already out in the area. It's unfortunate. The thing is, once the sun sets, though, these storms to the south will actually fall apart. So that's like a daytime tornado threat, if there is a tornado down there. Storms will coalesce going north. We'll keep an eye on this to see what this storm does here in central Oklahoma. Oh, we got another severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, Pratt looks definitely a lot better. So this storm in Butler, wow, there's a lot of storm chasers on it. We will see what that storm will do. It definitely has rotation on it. "46 votes. And 70% of those votes say yes, do a tropical weather outlook. There's something going on in that storm right now. Velocities are really, really strong. This is definitely going to get an extension warning. This is going to get an extension warning, I bet. And that storm is not moving very fast. Only at 20 miles an hour, so it's moving fairly slow. But that is a discrete supercell. I mean, this line of storms is almost out of the moderate risk anyways. So technically speaking, it's peaking intensity right now. It's probably what we're seeing. I'm happy though that I was able to live stream today. I'm really happy about that. Because I could have ignored it, but I didn't want to. Because it was a moderate risk. It was a moderate. Only the southernmost warning is now for 80-mile-an-hour winds. All of these are at 60. What's up, Fancy Hippie? How are you?
What's up, David? Good. How are you?
Good. Tracking this moderate risk today, and it's really coming to an end pretty quickly. Not saying that the warnings are done, but we had a 100-mile-an-hour tag on one of the severe thunderstorm warnings in Salina earlier with a measured wind gust up and over 100 miles an hour.
Unbelievable. Yeah, David. I mean, look, today has been just a crap ton of cold pooling. That's exactly what we're seeing right now across Kansas. It should be of no surprise to those folks that have been watching and tracking this event the last couple of hours that we've seen a lot of cell mergers and eventually forming this what is now a bow echo. Could potentially become a derecho once it's all said and done. But like what you've been tracking here the last 15 minutes, we have that supercell, that rogue supercell down towards Oklahoma. I would actually argue, David, we got to keep a close eye on that. It's in a pretty unimpeded warm sector environment, and our low-level jet's actually about to crank here over the next couple of hours. We're going to get sort of a nocturnal low-level jet with that storm. The big question, though, and what you've been talking about, is whether or not that storm is going to produce. David, these storms have been highly elevated throughout much of today, and I think that's going to be the biggest inhibitor, along with the fact of what you mentioned before, that you are going to have that capping inversion set in coinciding with that nocturnal low-level jet. So that may sort of disrupt any additional development of this storm. We certainly got to keep a close eye on it here, but definitely for the rest of the night for folks in Kansas, especially back towards Kansas City, Missouri, definitely want to keep a closer eye on that windstorm because we're certainly going to see in those straight line winds getting towards your area into the overnight.
Exactly. Which, by the way, if we go to the Wichita, or if you wanted to look at the Wichita radar on your end, Brendan, in KICT, we have velocities between 95 to 105 miles an hour approaching Kingman, Kansas.
Yeah, and David, I'm just pulling it up on my end now. Are you referring to the Bow Echo?
Yes.
Windstorm?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so for folks towns, and I see it right now, we got a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings with that. Guys, we are going to see straight line winds of that magnitude continuing for the next couple of hours. So I know you're not under warnings yet for you folks in Topeka, but you definitely want to keep a close eye on that. Certainly going to see some straight line winds heading your way, especially to the south of Topeka, David. So for places like Carbondale, Burlingame, and Osage City, you guys need to be on the lookout. You're not under a warning just yet, but that storm is going to continue to race off towards the east. The other thing that I want to mention with that, David, if you look closely towards Buckeye, so see where that Bow Echo is near Chapman, Junction City. If you go a little bit west towards Buckeye, you see how the northern portion of that line is curling? You see that?
Yep, I see
Towards
it.
the top.
Oh,
You
tornado
that's
warning. New
typically
tornado warning.
okay. Let's go to it. Go ahead, David.
Okay, it's radar indicated for golf, almost 2-inch hail, maybe almost near baseball size hail.
Yeah, unreal. That's a very nice supercell. And the one you're referring to, they just extended the tornado warning on. It's going to be for folks in Butler. And then you're not under the warning yet, but Arapahoe, keep an eye on this storm as well. And then Putnam, Cluster City, and Thomas. Yeah, we're seeing some really nice returns on our DBZs here. I mean, I see on my end, David, I know you're on Radar Omega. I'm seeing about 65, 66 DBZs. And I got to be honest with you. Yeah, go ahead.
And echo tops are over 60,000 feet.
Unbelievable. And you know what, David? That speaks to the really steep lapse rates today, guys. I mean, we're seeing lapse rates right now throughout the surface and aloft between 8 to 9 degrees Celsius per kilometer. Ooh. That is very steep. So wow. In translation, what that means is our air parcel, it's very buoyant as it rises with heights. That's a very unstable atmosphere as that air parcel is lifted. So that really speaks to the unstable environment that these storms are feeding off of. And like I mentioned, David, this is in a kind of a open warm sector here. Now, we do have that cell off to the south that's severe warned. We're likely going to see a cell merger take place here in the next 30, 45 minutes. So we'll see how that affects the rotation. We may actually see a new mesolow form here by the time the storm reaches Thomas and then Weatherford.
Okay, we just got a really, really serious wind report. Now, while this is reported for 70-mile-an-hour winds, but in their remark, at least 70-mile-an-hour sustained winds have been reported, but could have been much higher. 4-inch diameter tree limbs completely down on the road.
Unbelievable.
So that happened right underneath that wind maximum, which, by the way, Brendan, we have velocities in a huge area within a 5 to 10 mile diameter area that are reaching speeds of over 100 miles an hour. Just a solid, not just one pixel, but like it's smoothed out. It's really, really strong.
It's amazing, David. Here's the thing to emphasize to folks, especially that are watching radar right now. Remember that our radars are at tilts, right? So we're seeing it at a tilt 1, meaning that it's just above the ground. So David had mentioned about 100-mile-an-hour velocities, right? Technically, they're going to be a little bit weaker than that. However, even at ground level, we're still talking about 80, 90-plus mile-an-hour winds. So that really speaks to the fact that we are seeing some really unbelievable numbers coming out of some of these observational areas here. And you said that was near the Wichita one, correct?
Yeah. If you go to KICT, the Wichita radar site, you'll see the inbound velocities come screaming in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, unreal. And so a lot of that, and David, you have a really good image there that you've been showing on Radar Omega. All of that blue, guys, is one big cold pool. So remember, cold air is sinking to the ground because it's more dense than warm air. And as it does so, once it hits the ground, it's going to rush forward. And that's exactly what we're seeing on these radar loops. And so that cold pooling essentially is what's creating those really strong straight line winds out ahead of that line as it moves east. And David, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I think this thing's going to certainly hold up once it passes through Wichita, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot more concrete information because we have way more obs out near populated areas like Wichita. So it's going to be interesting. To your point, we might see some stronger winds measured near Wichita once it gets closer to that area.
Yeah, and we have Vince Walty that is in the storm right now, and rain is coming down in buckets. You can't even see anything. It's like fog.
Hey, David, Sharon asks, is it heading northeast or east? Sharon, if you're referring to the big Bo Echo windstorm that's moving through, that's moving pretty much due east-northeast. So if you're referring to that one, that's the direction. If you were talking about the supercell down towards Oklahoma, I believe, David, that was moving off to the east. So yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
Wow, this is really beginning to bow out. You know how it curls to the north and it anti-curls to the south? It's like bowing.
Yeah.
It's like a big wall of wind. It's just penetrating the air. It's pushing air way out ahead of it because this is moving so fast. And the warning says it's moving at almost 70 miles an hour.
I believe it, David. I believe it. These storms can move very fast. I've even seen storms of this magnitude moving close to 100 miles an hour. I believe the August 10th, 2020 derecho, that the very infamous one, moved to, some similar speeds to that. Let's see here.
Oh,
so David, what I was mentioning. Oh, go ahead.
We just got a wind damage report in Lindsberg. Several power lines down. Emergency managers reported that.
Okay. David, one thing I wanted to mention on that windstorm that we've been talking about, for folks that are wondering, there's a portion of the storm all the way towards the north that I was talking about before, where you kind of see this curling taking place. You want to be careful with that because sometimes you can actually get tornadoes within sort of this, anticyclonic rotation towards the northern flank of that line. So there's no tornado warnings right now. We're not seeing much in the way of rotation, but it is something that we'll keep a close eye on. And David, the other thing that I'm keeping an eye on too is if you notice, we actually have two bow echoes, one off to the north and east of Wichita and the one directly west.
Yep,
It's going to be interesting to see once those storms are basically on a collision course with each other. We're probably going to see one large bowing segment by the time we get to later on tonight. Depending on how long this thing lasts. But we are going to experience some cold pool merging here yet again. And then our other supercell that we've been keeping an eye on that's still tornado warned right now, we're also going to be seeing here a cell merger taking place in the next 30, 45 minutes with that cell off to the south. David, it looks like, is that still radar indicated?
What?
The supercell in Oklahoma? Yeah, it still is. Radar indicated 2 inches hail.
Yep. That warning, though, it should be higher than 80 miles an hour. It should be like 90 because I'll tell you, that is some serious velocities. And if that gets mixed down to the surface.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem then. I agree.
I mean, like right even on the leading edge of this line, we're getting 80 mile an hour winds, which that's what the warning actually says. So that makes sense. Good news, though, there's not any significant rotation out ahead or along this line. Okay, we're getting a new scan in. I got hyper sweep on my radar Omega so I can get real-time radar information. All right, looks like the back of the line near Tehran, we have now 102 to 105 velocities.
Wow.
Yeah. This whole swath is, my goodness, it's huge. I mean, let's measure this. It covers roughly about 13 to 15 square miles, Brendan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's huge. It is massive. In fact, that is moving at 75 miles an hour, Brendan.
Yep, and that gust front is hauling east. You can even see it in your velocity map there. That main gust front out ahead of the cold pool. That thing's going to fly. It already is.
I did want to tell you, though, earlier, we did get a measured wind gust up to 45 at Mr. Weather in... what little town is that? Near Luca, Kansas. And then Country Place, we had a measured wind gust up to 52. At Country Place, that is in La Crosse, Kansas. And then in Schaefer Farms, we had a wind gust measured up to 53 there. That was in Albert, Kansas, according to Weather Underground with their personal weather stations.
Okay.
Also take note, too, Brendan, temperatures in the wake of this immediately falling behind the front. Temperatures are falling into the upper 50s to lower 60s.
We're seeing some 20-degree drops, aren't we?
One area had a measured temperature drop of like 25 degrees.
My gosh.
No wonder why this thing is hauling. So the next station I need to watch is Midway Station, because that's going to be the station that's going to have the next significant winds. That's getting 37 right now out of the southeasterly direction, which, by the way, temperatures in Wichita are in the mid to upper 80s with dew points that are in the upper 60s to lower 70s.
Yeah. Hey, David, let's if you can go back to that supercell that's Tor worn still, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll do
One
that in
thing
a second. I'm getting that.
Yeah, one thing I wanted while you do that, one thing I wanted to emphasize to folks here. We are seeing, David's talked about the velocity looking pretty cracked right now on that storm. My theory behind that is I've looked at various different products from correlation coefficient to the differential reflectivity. Everything points to that we're not seeing currently a tornado right now. There could be a funnel. We're not seeing a tornado, though. What this actually is likely is we have hail being whipped around the mesolow. And how we can see that is if you go to correlation coefficient, you see a lot of blue that's showing up. That's telling us there's some really intense hail within the core of this storm. So David had talked about the fact that we had quite a bit of chasers out near Custer City and Butler right now on that cell. They are likely encountering some very intense hail that's being essentially whipped around that we're seeing on that cell. So it's radar indicated. The CC. Don't let that fool you. Don't let the velocity fool you. What that likely is the radar actually messing up because it's encountering a lot of hail within that storm.
Brendan, we have 80, a solid area of 80 of integrated, virtually integrated liquid on that supercell. 80.
Yeah. Very high, very maxed out, guys. So the product that David's looking at is a really good indicator on heavy, intense precipitation. In this case, when you have VIL that high or near 80 kilograms per meter squared, that's definitely showing some pretty large hydrometeors or very large hail that's falling here.
Giant hail is being noted on the hydrometer classification. Okay, now we need to get back onto Doppler radar to the north. There might be a tornado trying to develop. Let's go back on.
Let's do it.
I need to show you this. There is some tightening rotation near Castleton, and there is a huge wind maximum of over 95 on that to the south of Castleton.
Okay. Yeah, that could be. Sometimes you get those kinks here too. And David, like I said before, we're going to get that low-level jet here starting to crank. We're getting into the evening hours. Yes, the environment's becoming a little bit more capped, but because we are starting to see an increase in our low-level veering, it wouldn't be necessarily out of the question to see some of these kinks within the line try to rotate and spin up a quick tornado. So that's another threat that we have to keep a very close eye on here in the short term.
Whoa, temperature dropped 10 degrees in the last 5 minutes at Wango Tango, south of Kingman. The Wango Tango weather station, which is an ambient weather station, WS 2000, measured a 10-degree drop in temperature within the last 5 minutes and a measured maximum wind gust up to 56 miles an hour.
Wow. And David, I believe that wind gust is behind the storm, right? That's not even the storm itself. That would have been right now.
That's within the wall of strong winds that it's getting. There's a wind maximum moving right over that area.
Oh, I see. That's out ahead of it. I gotcha.
No, that's like right as it's passing over the shelf cloud part.
Wow. And that's not even the strongest winds yet. That's the crazy part.
Nope.
We're actually experiencing that probably right now as we speak.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye. Oh gosh, 48 mile an hour wind gust at Murdoch, Kansas. 48 mile an hour wind gust just reported.
Wow.
Okay, so that really is, it's already rushing way out ahead of that heavy rain. That outflow. Yep, there it is. Jeez. That's going to be in Wichita very soon. That's going to be there soon. And that is a very high-end weather station, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. Okay, 26. Jeez. 60.8 degrees at the Wango Tango station.
Wow.
Almost 59 degrees there. And it was just 80 degrees just a bit ago. Wow, talk about a sea breeze or an onshore breeze. You're getting it in the way of heavy rainfall.
Yeah, more like a land breeze, a very strong land breeze.
Well, that's what we had yesterday. Every afternoon here, the winds are dead until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And after about 3 or 4, when the land has heated up enough, we get the onshore breeze. And actually, there's a weather station. It's near, actually, I can give you the link.
Okay.
It's a really good weather station. It's a Davis certified station. And it had a wind gust up to like 70 miles an hour yesterday from the west-southwest. It was incredible. It's this station right here. Today it's not so strong because our pattern's changing around, but like it was like screaming. And based on the parcel temperature, if you lifted that parcel from the surface at about, at about 2,000 feet, it would have been about 48 degrees. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just shocked.
Yeah, it was like 48 degrees. The parcel temperature would have been, but the environmental temperature was like actually 70 degrees. So if you lifted that parcel, it would sink right back down very quickly. It would just be so stable. Hyper stable atmosphere, actually. Okay, we still have a 48 mile an hour wind gust at the Murdoch, Kansas. We're going to keep an eye on this for a while longer. I don't know. Should I do a hurricane forecast? Because I made a vote on that earlier, Brendan, and we have 60 votes, and 68% of them are saying make a tropical weather outlook today, and 32% of the people are saying no. So
I would, if you're asking for my opinion, I would actually say yes. I do enjoy your tropical weather forecast. And quite frankly, I don't think there's many of folks on YouTube that really do those. I think that's really... David, I've known you for a long time. I personally would argue that your bread and butter is the tropics. So I think you should definitely do a video today if you can.
All right, I'll try to get one out. Then I have to make it right now, so I'm gonna have to end this. And I don't think this is as big of a threat. I don't know. I hate to end something in the middle while it's going on, like a tornado warning. That's the thing. So, what are your thoughts?
No, I think it's up to you. I mean, the people definitely voted for a tropical weather forecast. So if that means that you got to cut the stream early to do it, I can respect it.
And you can see it in the poll on my channel. 57 votes say, out of the 57 votes, 68% of them say yes, 32% of them say no. But before I do in the stream, I did want to say we did get an 80 mile an hour wind gust in Custer County, Oklahoma. That's within that supercell, so we did get a significant wind gust. We actually had 2 significant wind gusts. Federal management reported that, so we are getting big time winds with that. If you haven't voted yet, I'll give you guys 30 seconds, or actually 60 seconds. Hey Siri, set timer 60 seconds. Oh, we got a new tornado warning. Radar indicated. Tennis ball size hail has been issued for that storm for Weatherford. So we're going to keep an eye on this for a little bit, for another 45 seconds. 40 seconds. If you haven't voted yet, please do so. This is your last opportunity of voting if you haven't voted yet. It's free. There's no cost whatsoever. And you know what's free? My Weather Force Discord server is also free to join. Welcome, Brendan01193, the new Discord account. Yeah, what happened? Oh, we'll explain it later, probably.
Yeah, that's fine. I can tell you off stream.
All right. You have like 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Time's up. All right, you guys. I'm sorry to cut this early. Your votes speak for yourself, including my friend Brendan, that even agrees in some sense. I'm the bread and butter with the tropics. Severe weather season on my channel is coming to a close, and I think it's necessary that we do move over. I do not see this becoming seriously tornado warned. I don't think this is going to do much. Once the sun sets, the atmosphere decouples, I think this supercell is going to be more elevated than anything. But again, an outside chance of a tornado or two cannot be ruled out, and we'll keep you updated if necessary. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in to today's live stream. It was a precious 3.5 hours, and I'll be back with you more later on this evening with a tropical weather outlook. It's going to be out a little late, but that's what happens when you have something that goes on ahead of time. If you guys can't make to the video tonight, you guys can make it tomorrow. And then I'll have another tropical weather outlook tomorrow. And then tomorrow's Monday. And then Tuesday, I don't know what I'll do. Probably we'll have something out because Wednesday I won't be able to upload. All right. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you back here in a little bit.